Welcome my dear students. Today we are going to learn the experiment sonometer 2. In this experiment we will learn the relation between the tension and the vibrating length. Okay. See, this is the formula. All of you know this is the formula for the frequency of the vibrating string. So m is equal to 1 upon twice the square root of T by m. M is the frequency of the given tuning fork. See the difference in the sonometer 1 and the sonometer 2. It's the frequency of the given tuning fork. In this experiment, we are going to use only one tuning fork whose frequency we are taking the 341 Hz. Now this T is the tension applied to the wire. In this sonometer 2 experiment, we will vary the tension. Now M is the linear density of the wire. M is nothing but mass per unit length of the wire. Okay, mass of the wire divided by the length of the wire. That mass we can measure with the digital balance and the length we can measure with the scale. Okay, so that is the linear density of that. With that we can calculate the linear density of the wire. Now L is the vibrating length of the wire that we will find in the experiment. Okay. Now let's see the experimental setup. You know it's a sonometer box. It's a hollow wooden box. It is also known as a sound box. This long uniform wire is fixed at the one end of this, and at the other end the tension is applied. You can see this tension is applied. It's only the hanger, and this hanger is having the mass 500 gram. You can see this wire should not touch the table. Now you can see this uniform wire is passed over these knife edges. With these two knife edges we can select the vibrating length of the wire. We can select the length of the wire. Now here only one tuning fork having the frequency 341 Hz we are going to use. With this, on this rubber pad we can strike this tuning fork and we can set up this into the vibration. Okay. Now see what we have to do actually. What we have to do here. Initially only you have to add the hanger whose mass is the 500 gram. Okay. Now since that hanger is suspended, so it becomes a tension. So that tension will be what? 500 into 980. So for that tension we have to find the vibrating length. Okay. So initially this knife edge, one knife edge you have to keep at the 50 centimeter. That 50 centimeter you can refer with these scales. Now this position of this knife edge will be constant throughout the experiment. The second knife edge is we can shift towards the pulley. Okay. So initially we will start the minimum length for the minimum tension for the 500 tension. Okay. So let's start with the 10 centimeter. So with this scale we can measure the length as a 10. So suppose this 10 centimeter length is taken. Now we have to find the vibrating length for this tension. So how to find that? For that, this paper rider we have to keep at the center between the two knife edges. That means we have to keep that at the midway between the two knife edges. Okay. Now strike gently this tuning fork on the rubber pad and keep the stem of the tuning fork on the sonometer box. So what will happen, students? These vibrations of the tuning fork will be transferred to the air inside the sonometer box. Those vibrations, that air will start to vibrate, and those vibrations will be transferred to the wire. This wire will start to vibrate and the stationary loop will form between the two edges, knife edges. Whenever this tuning fork is vibrating in unison with the wire, then that will be the maximum frequency. Okay. So at that time the paper rider will fall down. So how to do that? Just gently strike it with the rubber pad. Keep on the sonometer box. If it is not falling down, shift this with the 0.1 centimeter, and again this is at the center, and again you keep the vibrating tuning fork on the sonometer box. So it is the example of the forced vibration. See, it is the external periodic force, and because of this external periodic force, this wire is set up into the vibration. So it is forced to set up into the vibrations. Okay. So let's find that. Let's find the when the paper rider will fall down. Let's see how the paper rider is falling down. You have to just change the position of that paper rider. It should be exactly at the center. Okay. Just now you saw that how the paper rider is fall off. Okay. So for this tension 500 gram, we find the vibrating length. That vibrating length we had measured. That length we are getting the 11 centimeter. Okay. After that you have to add the one more 500 gram. See how to add that. See, in this way you can add. Now the total mass is what? 500 plus 500 mass of the hanger. That means it is a 1000 mass. And since it is hanging, it becomes a 1000 tension. Okay. So now our tension is a 1000. For that also we will find the vibrating length. How to find that? Keep the paper rider at the center. Strike it. Keep it. If it is not falling, shift this knife edge with the 0.1 centimeter. In this way, go on shifting towards the pulley and find that particular length for which the paper rider is falling down. So in this way, go on adding the masses 500, again 500. So you have to find the vibrating lengths for the initially only for the hanger. After adding the 500, after adding the 1000, after adding the 1500. So in this way, we are getting the readings. See, for initially only hanger was there. That's why mass added to the hanger is the 0. Now, therefore, total mass will be what? Only 500 because only hanger is suspended. So, tension will be what? We have to multiply it with the 980. That means the G. Mg will be the tension. So, 500 into 980. Don't do the multiplication. Keep as it is. Okay. Now, for that we had find the vibrating length as a 11. Again, take the same. Take the second reading for the same tension. Sometimes you are getting the same reading, sometimes you are not getting the same reading, maybe greater than this 11. So, find out, take the two readings, find out the mean. In this case, I am getting the same reading, so mean will be the same. Find out the L square, that is the 121 centimeter we are getting here. Do this calculation, T by L square. That means this tension, 500 into 90, T divided by L square, that is the 121. So, we are getting the T by L square. So, this is the first reading. For the second reading, what is the total mass? 500 hanger plus 500 we have added. That's why the total mass is the 1000. So total tension will be 1000 into 980. For that we are getting the vibrating length as a 12. Find out the square of it. You are getting the T by L square as a 6805. In this way, calculate the T by L square for each tension. 4 tensions are there. Okay. So T by L square values you are getting. Now after that, once you are getting those values, you can say that the T by L square values are the constant. That means what you can say that T is directly proportional to the L square. Okay, that means the tension is directly proportional to L square, and this is the relation between the tension and the vibrating length of the wire. In this case, we can find the mass of the unknown mass. That means suppose you have given the unknown mass, so that unknown mass you have to suspend here. Just remove the hanger. Keep it aside and then suspend this unknown mass. Okay, in this way. After that, same procedure you have to repeat to find the vibrating length for this unknown tension. Okay, what we have to do? Select the particular length. Start with the minimum length. Then, if you are not getting that paper rider is falling down, what you have to do? Shift the knife edge towards the pulley and find out the length. Suppose in this case, for that unknown mass that becomes a tension multiplied by 980. So for that unknown tension, suppose we are getting the vibrating length as a 12.6. So you can find the Lx square, that is a 158.76. That means for the unknown mass, we can find the Lx square. Now how we can find that unknown mass then? Very simple. See, here we can find the mean T by L square. So mean T by L square, adding all these values divided by 4, you are getting the 7185. Okay, you are getting the 7185. Now this will be whatever this T by L square constant we are getting, now that we can equalize with the Tx divided by Lx square. Okay, because approximately same. So Tx upon Lx square is equal to this value. From this we can find the Tx by transfer this Lx square on this side. Lx square we get the 158.76. From that we can find the mass, because tension is what? Mass into 980. So this value of Tx divided by 980, you are getting the mass. So in this way, from the unknown mass, unknown tension, with this law of tension, we can find the unknown mass also. So this is by the calculation we can find. Same way we can find with the graph also. So for that, what you have to do? Just plot the graph of the tension versus L square. That means this value, tension 500 into 980, all these values versus L square. Okay, this one. So by referring these values, T square and the L square values, you can plot the graph here. Okay. So here, no need to multiply. Suppose you are taking the scale on the T tension as a 500. Here 1000, 1 centimeter is equal to 500. Then the multiply that mx is multiplied by 980. Okay, that means only you have to write the 500 into 980, 1000 into 980 on the tension axis. Same way on the L square axis, see L square axis, all are from the 121 to 256. That means they range from the 100 to 256, that means 100 to 300. So accordingly you have to select the scale. Once you have selected the scale, find out the point where is the 158.76, that is the Lx square. So Lx square point, just plot here, find out that point, mark it, and from that you have to draw the perpendicular on that line. Okay. Now from this you have to draw the perpendicular on the tension axis, and where it intersects on the tension axis, that will give you the unknown tension. So here with the graph also we can find the tension, and with the calculation also we can find the tension, and from that we can find the unknown mass. So in this way here we learn the relation between the tension and the length of the vibrating string. Also we find the unknown mass. So this is our sonometer 2 experiment. Thank you, students.